This is so official.
But everyone's audio is great, so you don't even need to stress. Like, it all sounds good.
Well, we're all great. There's so much greatness in this room. It's not even funny.
Yeah, greatness. You know what's crazy? You're the third person, or the first person to be on the show 3 times, and this is your first time in person.
Do you believe
with
that?
your husband?
Do you
Finally.
believe that?
But
I told you haven't been on it.
I wasn't on the podcast before.
No,
But
Never?
what do I know? I don't know anything. I'm just your wife. I know everything.
Always.
I was pretty sure it was.
I'm pretty nice.
Never, huh?
No.
Maybe the first one, but maybe not.
No, I don't even. It was
Were you
just
the first
me.
one?
He was
I think I was.
No, you were in the bedroom because that's when we started talking, and it was live already on Facebook. Do you remember that? You put it live on Facebook.
I was texting her. You were in Vegas.
We were talking.
And I was like, "You're live. You're live." You didn't say anything bad, but you were definitely like, you could
And
tell,
you
like,
didn't know.
yeah, because you know people's energy. Like, if sometimes you're like, "Oh yeah," like, blah, 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 blah,
But that was
oh
the
hi, we're
best.
live.
No, that was the best.
Oh
People
my
got to
gosh.
see us in our real element.
We had so much fun that first time. That's back when it was Personal Growth Nation?
Yes.
Yeah.
We've changed
Yes.
a little bit, yeah.
We've been growing it. Now we finally have our studio. So
I love
we've
it.
done almost 50 episodes.
That's amazing.
And so we just want to keep, because I'm actually going to be laid off of work for 4 months coming up.
No way.
So that was part of us, like, moving
Everyone in
into
the
a 2-bedroom.
cast, not just-
Everyone. the
Oh,
whole
okay.
show.
I was like,
Isn't just like
And so I was like, what the hell am I going to do for 4 months? It's during the holidays, so there's not many
Right.
auditions or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, let's actually make this legit instead of
It's
just doing it in our
amazing.
living room. So we let's get a 2-bed, make a studio. And
It's
then
unbelievable.
we're in LA, so a lot of our friends who are like actors or like on shows were like, this entertainment, like
Mm-hmm.
shoot
it's so
the shit and have
perfect.
fun.
And it's just so authentic. It's like you were saying, it's not like, and we're live. Like, it's so authentic. It's unbelievable. It's doing really good on iTunes, too.
Yes.
But I don't like check or anything like that.
Well, thank you too. I know you're only here for a couple days and you're spending some time with us, and we're actually going to go see the city, which is going to be nice.
Alex's first time in LA.
I know. It's
What's-
awesome.
Where are you? How do you say it?
LA.
LA.
But the weather, yeah.
When we were in high
My
school,
hair.
I had a shirt. I don't know if you remember this. It was like bright green with pink writing. It said, "I'm so LA."
Was it a Juicy Couture shirt? Probably.
So embarrassing. So embarrassing.
And now look at you. You are so
oh
LA.
my gosh, Lord.
It's
help us
so
all.
different here. It's very different
Tell me
here.
how. What do you guys see here thus far?
I don't know.
I don't know how to describe it either.
It
but
just
it's
is.
different. It's
I
just
think,
different.
like in New
Everything
York.
is up there.
Well, in New York, you have people who have a lot of money and very wealthy, but they're humble. They take the subway and ride cabs and all of that. Here, everybody shows off their boobs and their Botox and their cars.
That's
and
all she sees.
That's all I see. Well, because it's hard not to. And then there's me, a mini Danny DeVito, like short and stubby, and like just me.
That was a little much.
It's
But yeah.
it's accurate.
Well, wait till we go to Rodeo today. You'll see
I've been
you'll
there.
see some,
I have definitely
What's
been
that?
there. You'll
That's
see.
the-
It's
okay,
like
okay.
Aventura Mall on
Oh,
steroids
okay,
with
okay,
Bal
I get it
Harbor.
now.
It's next
So it's
level.
like my kind of place.
It's super bougie.
Well, we're bad and bougie. That's our Halloween costumes.
Ooh.
Bad and bougie.
How do you dress up?
I don't
He's
know. She just-
himself
this is
and
the
I-
first time she said this.
No, we discussed this. Don't even.
So what's bad? Yeah, what's bad? How are you gonna do
Alex
bad?
is bad and I'm bougie. I'm just gonna put on every designer I have and like flaunt it.
And then bad is
That's
just like
cute.
a plain tee.
yeah, it's Alex.
It's badass.
Florida. I'm wearing a Florida t-shirt.
It's a bad shirt.
Would you ever move out to LA?
We
I don't
actually
know.
talked about this when we were having lunch yesterday on Sunset Boulevard. Between Miami and LA, we both were like, we would give it a try here.
Yeah, I like it. But that area where we're staying is super nice. I don't know.
We're in West Hollywood, borderline Beverly
It's
Hills.
so like quiet there. The houses, the trees, everything is so nice and
The vegetation.
And then one street down or one street up is like crazy nightlife.
City
and-
if you need
yeah.
it.
Yeah, but we like suburbs. We're suburb people. As long as there's access to a fun area, we're okay with that. But we like Miami, but we don't see raising a family down there
Really?
forever. Yeah, I don't know. It's just you have Florida and then you have the state of Miami.
Yeah, but we don't live in the state of Miami.
I work in the state of
You work
Miami.
there.
Where do you
Go and
guys
come
live
back.
exactly?
Right outside of Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
And I work in South Beach and he works
Wow.
in Hollywood. So it's still suburbs for him, but I don't know. It's just it was fun while we did it, but I don't think we'd raise a family there. Just don't know where.
I think that'd be the most challenging because even for us, not just not having like kids or anything yet either. It's just the cost.
Right, the cost of living is outrageous.
And some of my friends too who have kids in school, and it's like if you want a private school, like even as like a 6-year-old, 7-year-old, 8-year-old, like it's extremely expensive. So
yeah, the cost of living is really. Gas was $5 a gallon.
Florida, it's manageable. Where we are, it's manageable. That's a good
$5 a gallon for gas.
Yeah, our gas is $2.40.
It's half. It's half. It's
half.
Everyone's driving a Tesla these days, so I guess they're just
that's why there's so many electric cars here.
At the airport.
I noticed that. The first thing I noticed is all those cars charging.
Yeah.
At the airport.
Our Jeep
you
would
don't
not
see that in Miami.
Yeah, our Jeep would not work here.
Jeep would be eating much gas.
be expensive. All the Teslas too they're really they're doing amazing. They're driving themselves like on the highways. My buddy's got one. He just like watches his cell phone and like on his way to 40-minute commute to work.
That's so comforting.
Just drives
well,
himself.
actually, people do that in Miami and they're still driving. So
Oh no! Is
They're
it
driving and
illegal yet
texting.
in Florida, or is it?
yeah, you can get a ticket for
That's
it.
what I thought.
Yeah, but they changed it. Before you could have gotten a ticket for it, but only if you get pulled over for something else. Now they can just pull you over for being on your phone.
Well, it's about time.
I know. I get
I'm
so
guilty
upset
of
when
it,
I'm
but-
driving on the freeway and I look to my right and I'm like, why is
Yeah,
this
there's a
person
place
on
and a
their
time to
phone?
do it, like when you're
Yeah.
stopped at a light, not on the highway. I do it. We all do it,
That's
but
it.
It's crazy.
it is what it is. No, we like LA. It's fun. It's definitely different. It's super relaxing, actually.
Yeah.
Everything is very slow. As a New Yorker, I'm like, go, go, go. Here, it's just
That's true though.
take your
Everyone's
time.
more laid back, for
So
sure.
I like the
laid
laid
back.
back vibe.
And glamified to the nines.
Yeah.
Somebody commented on a photo of mine.
Oh, yeah.
I can't
So
believe
mean.
your skin looks super dry with no makeup, and I was like,
Oh my god.
you need to add spark to keep your husband happy. And I was like, honey, makeup doesn't keep my husband happy, but thank you.
He doesn't even know if I have it on,
It's
you know?
insane. Here, it's just everybody is over the top, and I love being extra, but this is even more extra for me.
To the max. It's also where you guys
Max.
are staying too.
Yeah.
You know, West
You're in
Hollywood,
the
Beverly
yeah.
Hills, like
Yeah, we came over here, and Alex was like, this is just like where we live. It's,
Yeah, this is normal over here.
this
We're
is
just
normal life.
driving
It's
down and-
great.
yeah.
It's really great.
This is what we call the valley. So you're in Studio
That's
City.
what I said when we got
Studio
over. I was like,
City.
are we in the valley?
Yes.
It's
And
awesome.
it's super trendy. I feel a lot of millennials or millennial families start over here.
It's
Get more
really a
bang
great
for your
area.
buck. Like you can get like a nice, like beautiful house with a pool and a yard. This is still a ridiculous price, but like for like 1.3, 1.4.
Is that
If
all?
if you're in like where you're staying, it would probably be like 4.5,
Yes.
5 mil to get like some grass.
So where we live now, it will be probably like 400K.
Yeah, like
in
our
Florida,
Florida.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is
In
great,
Florida.
you know.
Oh my
compared to-
God, yeah, you
Yeah.
can get a So that's like even
That's
for
a
us, we're
big
always like
point.
looking around like, oh man, like you can go to Texas or Florida, or Ohio,
Do you
and
know
get
how much,
like
or
a
Nashville
$400,000,
even?
$300,000 house
Yeah.
and have a yard.
Would
but-
you guys stay in LA forever? Or in California?
It keeps seeming to be that way.
No matter how
you guys
much-
know
Really?
we've tried. We
Mhm.
tried moving
Yes.
to Florida.
Yeah.
And then it
Yeah.
just pulls us back. So we're just like the state, like the city or the state, like wants us here because we did move to Florida. We were thinking about
Yeah.
doing like part time in Ohio, just because
Right.
like our family, like her sister's having a baby, my cousin had a baby,
My
and like we're
sister
missing all
already
this.
I was like, she's having another one?
A year-old.
What?
You go, her sister's having a baby. Like she's already born. She's a year
Had
old.
a baby, yeah.
Oh,
Is she
had
having
her
another
already?
one?
I was like, do you
I
know
misspoke,
something
but
I
yeah.
don't know?
But could it be a better segue
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
to?
Tell us.
Do you wanna ask the question here? Do you have anything like special
Any
to
big
share?
news
or
that you wanna share?
anything like new?
Casually.
Is there anything like new
Up to
going
you,
on?
babe.
Like any good movies
Oh,
lately? Any like
yeah.
anything crazy in your life?
Well, we are doing Pillow Talk as a party of 2.5 these days.
2.5.
2.5, yes. There's a bun in the oven and
Yeah.
a baby bro. Snap, snap, snap. Alex What do you have to say about that?
You're responsible.
I'm
Lisa.
responsible.
Yeah, it's all you. How does this make you feel? Set this up for me.
Set this up. You're such a producer. It makes me feel, super excited. It happened in Israel, first of all, so that's a big, big plus.
So obviously it's
That's
Israeli.
Yeah. It's an Israeli.
Cool.
It's an Israeli
Wow.
baby.
Wow.
Yeah, on our last trip when we went to Israel, and it was my birthday too. And
I threw him a surprise party, and
so
how
we
it
know
happened
exactly
that night,
when
I
it
don't
happened
know.
and how.
It was a miracle that
where's
night.
your at?
It's unbelievable. He had one too many drinks that night, so it's our miracle child.
Oh.
And then were you trying prior to that, or were you not?
This was like the first month that we stopped
Using protection.
protecting. Yeah.
Okay.
So and then we were like, okay, from now on we just go about it, and if it happened, it happens, and it happened like the first 2 months.
Oh my god!
That's it.
Wow.
Such a strong man you are.
Yeah, they were like, we're
Yeah.
doing this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
So how did you guys find out?
So it was during the hurricane. There was a hurricane in Florida back in September, and we were supposed to go to Mexico, and I was a few days late, and I was like, maybe it's just I'm stressed. We just got back from Israel. We're traveling. I'm just stressed. So he had just left for work, and I was like, I'm just going to take one. It always comes back negative.
Right.
Did not come back negative. And I called him, and I'd sent it. I couldn't even wait because I was like, is this true? Like, is this really happening?
Yeah.
And I called him. He had just gotten to work. And I was like, are you in your office? He was like, yeah. Why? I was like, I sent you a text message. I really need you to look at it. He's like, okay, I'll call you back. No. Just stay on the phone with me. It's important. He goes, is everything okay? And I was like, it will be, but you should probably sit down. And he opens it, and he was like, what is this? I was like, well, it's yours.
But that was just the first test.
That was the first test. I took two more.
And they were all positive, so...
So what's the protocol for that? Do you go to the doctor right away?
Oh, yeah. Well, the doctor was closed because of the hurricane, so I had to wait 2 days. So for 2 days, I'm like,
even
is this
3 days until the office was opened up. Yeah.
I was like, is this a false positive? Is this really happening? Like, I didn't want to believe it because I didn't know.
Right.
And I went to the doctor, and sure enough,
they take blood tests. They do a blood
and
test,
they
that's
saw
where they,
something already.
Confirm it.
They saw the gestational. I can't even say that word. Gestational sac. And he was like, you're pregnant. And I was like, oh my God. Shit got real fast.
Did you guys tell your parents right away?
No.
We didn't tell nobody until like
9 weeks?
More even, like
10 weeks.
You kept it a secret for 10 weeks?
Yeah, we only told, after 10 weeks we told our parents and like 1 or 2 people maybe.
And we were filming in the midst of this.
We were filming and hiding it, yeah.
Pillow talk,
and I was
and we always
so
drink.
sick.
We always have like wine or champagne.
So
or
each time, like I wasn't feeling well or like I had an infection, I was on antibiotics.
She couldn't drink all this time.
So is that what's airing now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and people noticed.
And everybody said,
Really?
why is she not drinking? Why she's not
like,
drinking?
can't a girl just have a Sprite? I mean, come
Not when you're
on.
Loren
Can't she just
Brovarnik.
have an OJ and call it a mimosa? What's the big deal? Calories, hello.
What was your reasoning for waiting 10 weeks? Just to
be
find the
safe.
perfect moment, or to be safe in the sense
Just to
of...
make sure, because the first trimester, there's a really high chance of miscarriage, and I was so nervous. Like, I don't worry
It's
about
just like
anything.
Not
superstition
like a
also.
superstition, belief. I don't
Really?
know. Just don't tell too many people.
But I have
before
to
you're
tell
like-
you how we told our parents.
Yes,
That's
please.
the best.
Your parents or my parents?
You go first.
Oh.
Well, my mom is not very tech savvy, so we just called her after. But my dad, I sent him a WhatsApp video with the heartbeat, with
The video. We did an ultrasound
yeah,
video.
with the ultrasound video of the heartbeat, and I sent it to him, and I was waiting on WhatsApp to see the 2 check marks when he's looking at it. So when I saw that, I FaceTimed him while he was looking at that video, and he didn't understand what it is. And he answered, and he was like, "What's wrong with you? Is it your heart?" And I'm like, "No, it's not my heart. It's a different heart." And I could see his face like changing because he realized
he lit up.
what
it
happened.
was so sweet.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
And of course, I didn't know what he was saying, but I could tell by his
Emotions.
face. And we,
At first, he got scared that it's like my heart beating. There's something wrong with my heart or something. But then I was like, no, it's not my heart.
Not my
It's-
heart.
So then, yeah.
Another.
That was
big
clever. I
success.
like that.
Yeah.
It was really
Very smart.
sweet. He was so happy, and your mom was so happy.
Yeah.
She called us like 3 times in one car ride.
Yeah,
She
we
was
called
crying.
her, we told her, then she was like, oh, yeah. She was so happy, and we hung up. And then after 15 minutes, she calls again, and she's crying. And
It
Well,
was
because
really
you have
sweet.
siblings, right?
I have a brother, yeah.
Does he have any kids yet?
No.
Oh, so
He's the same age
the
as my
first.
sister. Exactly the same age.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
so the first grandbaby, and
My
obviously
God.
for your parents,
My
too.
parents lost it.
Brian and Marlene.
So, bless them.
Love you
So
guys.
we had, I put together, so we each have a pair of Stan Smith sneakers, and I got a pair of baby Stan Smith sneakers. And I put them in a box with the ultrasound, and on top of it, I put Made in Israel. So we gave them the box, and we said, we made you something in Israel.
We said we got you something in Israel.
Made you something. We
oh,
made you
yes,
something
yes,
in
we
Israel.
made-
Obviously,
got
we
you
made
something.
it.
Yeah, we brought something. No, but I thought you were telling them
No.
at first that we got them a present.
Right. I said, we made you something in Israel, but we weren't sure if it was going to be here in time, so we don't want to tell you about it. But it arrived, so we want to give it to you. And they opened the box, and it said, Made in Israel, and my dad took the paper off. And my mom saw the shoes and lost it. I knew it. Oh my God, I knew it.
Yeah, she had
And my dad was staring at them. Like, it took him a minute to register what it was. And he looked at Alex and he goes, but I want to know, how did this happen? And Alex was like, what do you mean, how did it happen? And my dad was like, I know how it happens. This is my daughter. How did it happen?
Oh,
I still don't understand what does it mean. What did he mean by that? Like, what was that? Just like a joke? What?
Yes, a joke, honey. Like, you knocked his daughter up.
Okay, yeah.
How did it happen? Obviously, he knows how it happened, but, like, it's his daughter. He can't believe it. Do you get it now?
Not really, but okay. Fine. What's the point?
not
It was
his
just,
humor.
like, funny. Oh, my God.
I don't get that humor.
I
So-
still love you, though.
Everyone then in the family is so happy.
And we, like, don't exist anymore. It's all about the
Especially me.
baby. Yeah, Alex is way at the bottom of the totem pole, and my dad was like, welcome. You don't exist anymore.
Here's a seat over here.
Like, we see my parents, and my mom just goes right for my belly and gives it a kiss, and I'm like, hey, Mom, hi. She's like, just a second, saying hi to my grandchild. Don't exist. I hope they're like this with all of our kids, though. Like, not just the first one.
Ooh.
Yeah, we want to have more.
Well, you're so young though too. You
How
have
many?
Plenty of time.
Yeah,
How
we want to
many?
have 3.
Really?
Maybe.
Oh.
You want less, more?
I don't know.
He
I
wanted
was thinking
4
about more
originally.
before, but now after a couple of years that I see my friends, with their kids,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, this is not easy. So
It's definitely a lot
Twins
of
run
work.
in my family, though, so there's always that, like, really run in my family, so there's always
Is there
that
any way
possibility.
that
It's gifted generations, so there's a possibility the next time we could have twins.
this one is not a
Not a
twin.
twin.
So I was thinking about it at first.
I
but-
want
It's
a
like,
twin.
is
It's
one
not a
hiding?
twin.
Oh,
This
you know for
isn't,
sure. You've
yeah.
already.
We
Okay.
did.
We
Yeah.
did. We double checked because at one point they did the ultrasound and we were like, "Is it 2 in there?" And they were like, "No, that's the head and then the torso." And I was like, "Oh, thank God, I'm not ready for that." But I do want twins eventually. I would
Eventually.
like them. Maybe
have
the
you
next
thought
time.
about names at all for boy or girl?
I have.
So difficult. I don't know. Name is so important. I'm like undecisive. Like,
Is there a name that you genuinely
No,
love?
I don't know. I don't have something.
I have names in mind, but we don't like share them
Okay.
because it's superstitious also.
Really?
So,
Who made up these superstitions? Like, how do you know about this? You're both like that?
I don't know. I feel like
It's a
I don't
universal
care
thing.
about the names, but not revealing like that you're pregnant. Time, yeah, but the names.
I mean, I
whatever.
have names in mind, but
I don't care about names.
well, you
What-
just said it's the most important
Yes,
thing.
but I don't care about like sharing it ahead of time or
Oh,
not.
I
Sure.
do. I mean, we have names. I'll give you like a few options,
You
but
don't
I
have
don't
to.
know.
You don't have
no,
to
but
give
I
it.
don't know what I'm gonna choose, so you won't know what I choose until the time comes. But
Sure.
I really like the name Noah for a girl
Cute.
or a
Or a
boy.
boy.
Yeah.
But no, I think more for a girl. I love the name Logan. And I really love the name Aviv. It's an Israeli name, and it can go for a guy or girl also. So all the names are unisex
Love that.
that we choose.
I love that so
But we don't know
much.
what we're having. We're not going to know, so.
I think I'd wait until I saw because I feel like I have this like weird like talent when it comes to like naming things
Yeah.
and
When
people.
you see the face, it's
So
fun.
I feel like I would wait and just like
Want to know.
Well,
you
we
know,
have our options, so that's
you have
good.
options. Yeah.
That's a good idea though. When you not to name it before you see him, right?
Like, have some ideas,
Because
maybe.
what if
Yeah.
something
but-
you're
Yeah.
like, oh, this
No.
is such a
Yeah, this is such a whatever.
yeah.
Michael.
This is such a Michael.
Michael. Nice, honey. Nice. So, yeah, we are expecting, we're going to be first-time parents. God help
When-
this world.
Are you guys expecting? When's the baby due?
Our due date is May 6, 2020, and that's the exact date he got approved on a K-1 visa 5 years ago.
May 6th.
Wow.
May 6, 2015. Crazy, right?
absolutely
We'll
insane.
see, we'll see.
The baby be born in the U.S.?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
Wow.
Having a baby.
That's so
Do you believe
cool.
this?
No.
I've known you since
I
I'm
can't.
9.
You walked in and I was like, she's
She's
actually
really pregnant.
You're so cute pregnant too. You got this like
No,
little-
I'm not. My face is breaking out like a new hit single. I've got like stuff going on in my back and like I'm sweating so much. I'm just not a cute pregnant lady.
I think you're very cute
I
pregnant
smell.
lady.
And I asked the doctor if this is normal. And he was like,
He
it's
said,
your
yeah.
hormones.
Really?
I have got like
There's
acne
a lot of stuff that's going on with,
There's
with the women
so
that
much.
nobody knows about with this pregnancy.
inside, like
It's all
just
kind of
so
things.
much.
He's like, I didn't sign up for this.
There's a lot of stuff you never hear about.
Noises and things,
Sure.
and you're just like, what is
It's just like
happening?
mutating. You're like mutating with the baby. That's what
Thank
it is.
you.
It's different
Thanks.
hormones
Yeah.
that's happening in there, and yeah.
Are you guys reading books yet about kind of
I
what
started
to
to.
expect?
That's the first thing my parents got us when they
But
found
there's
out.
apps. We have the baby
We
app.
have an
it
app.
teaches you every day. It sends you things
Yeah.
like you don't. It's all on the phones now.
My cousin was showing me that. Like, it's kind of like they give you an alert every day of what
Baby
to expect.
center,
Like,
baby
oh,
center.
this is what's gonna.
And the weekly thing and the
We
daily
should probably
thing,
reach
and
out to them to get sponsored. The baby.
Hey.
If you're
things.
listening.
What is it called? This
The
one?
baby center.
Let's
Baby
pull it
center.
up.
What's it called?
Baby
Yeah.
center.
Yeah,
Baby center?
And right
Mhm.
now, the baby's the size of a lime. And it's
Yes.
crazy because that's something that small is creating all of this going
Just
on.
wait.
My God. I feel, as soon as I found out I was pregnant, I milked it. It's like, I can't get up,
That's
Alex.
it.
I
She
can't do
anything
anything.
anymore. No, I gotta do everything. That's it.
Do you
From first day.
really feel a difference in your body?
1,000%.
Really?
I like started itching. I looked like I had hives. I was scratching on my head and like this. And I've never had acne. You know that.
Yeah.
A new
Wow,
one
it's-
comes up every day. Every hour. I'm like, oh, hey, thanks for joining.
This is for you, baby.
And
breath.
like my back and my lower back, I'm just like, I can't.
Now
I
our
can't.
lower back is starting to hurt.
I
don't
think
know why.
I think my tailbone is hurting. It's crazy. Like, well, every day is something new. And nobody warns you for that because
Yeah.
pregnancy is different for every person.
Yeah.
And you know, with my health history, it's like
Extra.
amplified. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
extra.
Dang.
Good times.
Well, sending great pregnancy juju your way.
Send
so you
them
have
my
a
way.
Good
Send them my
pregnancy.
way to the
And you
babe.
get- and you have a lot of fun things coming up though. Like I feel like there's like this new like have you already felt the new wave of like life or is it not real
I
yet?
don't think.
You still kind of like
Yeah.
oh,
Even
this
with
is-
the morning sickness, like, I 5 weeks straight every single day, morning, day, night sickness. It was
Really?
Stop now.
It just stopped. Though, and sometimes I still do it in the morning, but I would have thought maybe that would have hit me. Like, oh wow, I'm really pregnant. It still hasn't hit me. Even I'm growing, but like I bloat naturally, so it hasn't really hit
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
me.
Is this a food baby or
Yeah.
a baby?
You decide.
and
So
and
it
when
hasn't hit.
I always forget this. I've asked everyone that has had a baby and I forget every time. What week do you know the gender? How many
Well,
weeks in?
The doctor already
We
knows.
like we
You don't know,
couldn't- We didn't want to know yet.
We
but
didn't wanna
basically after
know.
like what
11 or 12 weeks.
weeks.
Yeah, you can either see it in the ultrasound or you can do blood work. So our doctor knows, but we don't.
So are you guys going to find out?
At a gender reveal, we're going to do a gender reveal. My mom is going to be the only person that gets the results, and she's going to plan a gender reveal.
Are you going to do it like with a cake? That's what we did at my sister's.
I'm not sure if we're going to do the cake or the confetti. It depends on
Something
where.
like that though. Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on where we're going to do it. Like if it's at a house, confetti. If it's at a restaurant,
Do you guys think it'll be a boy or girl?
I think it's a girl.
She's pretty much convinced by
I think
now
it's
that it's
a girl.
And what makes you think that?
My
Just-
acne, my sweating, my sense of smell, my morning sickness. The only thing that has not happened yet that I'm anxiously awaiting, my boobs. Everybody said they're going to get so big. Well, I'm still
Alex,
waiting on
I'm
it.
waiting.
Like, hello.
They
Hello,
will
yeah.
though.
They need
It's
to.
gonna-
If you have to go to the bathroom, you could go real quick, and
Oh,
then
I-
we'll come back and wrap it up in
I
like
don't know how
5
quick
minutes.
I'll be, so, you know,
Oh, okay.
I'll wait.
Well, we can just wrap. We can move on. We got a big
Well,
day
what's
ahead of
new
us.
with you guys? I didn't even ask about you guys. Wedding planning.
Uh-oh.
Guys.
Uh-oh. Push you on the
That's
Let
on-
my
that's on-
turn to
Turn the
interview
table.
you.
Turn the table.
Switch. You guys are getting married. Oh my gosh, tell me about it.
Sometime before 2030, we will get
That's
married.
good. That's good. You've got some time.
That's a very lenient.
No, it's crazy because a lot of people, that's like the number one question they always ask us. My mom's always like, so many people always ask me, when are you guys doing it? And we went through so many stages because remember at first...
You're supposed to be in Mexico, and it was around the day I'm due.
I know. May 5th is the anniversary of our first kiss. So that was kind of the date we always were doing. And then we kind of were looking into it. It was getting pricey. There were just so many things. As you guys know, you had 2 weddings
in 1 year.
Go into that.
What are you talking about? Oh, you just showed up.
Showed up. She didn't know what's going on over there.
You didn't know what's going on either, and you're supposed to be helping me.
But, like, looking back, what was the most stressful thing getting married? Like, having a wedding? What to
meeting the expectations for all the guests. And at the end of the day...
You don't care about yourself. You just care about, like, what the guests are going to say and what they're going to, like...
If I could do it again... honestly, if I could do it again, I would have done an intimate destination wedding and then honeymooned right from there.
Yep.
1,000%. Because it should be about you guys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People remember 2 things. The food and the music. That's it. They're not going to remember the dress you wore. They're not going to remember who was there.
Yep.
Maybe they'll remember where it is. But at the end of the day, it's your wedding. You should enjoy it.
But you never do, basically.
Yeah, I didn't even eat.
You just go by so fast you don't feel. You just
yeah.
run around like crazy and
definitely
pictures, and you have to be here and you have to be there and you have to say hi to this and say hi to that. And
I'm so glad you showed up.
Both times.
I think we're just waiting for a time, and the argument was always like, oh, you'll never be ready for a kid, or you'll never be ready for a marriage. You just got to just do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of disagree in the sense that if you can plan it, like, let's not plan it during a 4-month hiatus when I'm off work, or like, you know, things are so like we're just kind of waiting for just a moment where we can enjoy the planning, even if it is just like first bloodline. Like we thought even just like literally 7 people and go to a destination, all hang out with family so that it's cheap, it's fun, and then we would just live stream it on like Facebook or something, or YouTube.
Yeah,
and everyone could just tune into that time and watch, and in the comfort of their own home. They don't have to spend money on tickets. We don't have to plan. Like, we might just do that, but...
Yeah, we're unsure. It probably will lean toward that, but we're just trying to get life situated
On
first.
the flip side, though, you do have a 4-month hiatus. That's the perfect time. Because you don't have to, seriously, you don't have to worry about coming back to anything right away. You can actually enjoy your intimate wedding and then traveling. If I could go back in time and do anything, it would be to travel.
7 people wedding and then a honeymoon.
A honeymoon, but to really travel. We were... a year ago in a position where, I mean, we bought our condo.
Yeah.
And we were kind of deciding, should we buy the condo or should we, you know, take time and use money to go travel? And we didn't do that. We bought our condo because we wanted to start a, you know, home and a family.
We did the grown-up
We
decision.
did the grown-up thing, and if I could go back, I would not do the grown-up thing. I would take
now you're
time
pregnant. That's why you're like another step forward.
No.
I think that was a great idea, though.
But it's
I think
true.
it's smart to get a place first.
Yeah, I mean, we did the right thing, but we didn't honeymoon. We haven't really traveled. We've been to Israel.
Right.
But we haven't really traveled.
But
so you have
guys
time
have
to...
had a lot of expenses getting you over here. Just, I mean,
he is
weddings.
such an expensive husband. And now he only
we
shops at Nordstrom.
We go everywhere.
Where do we go?
What you mean?
Israel.
Yeah, but we travel around the country. Right now we're in a different city. We went to Carolina, Canada, New York, you know.
Yeah, but we haven't been
I guess you do travel.
to like Europe or anything.
That's traveling,
you know, Europe, but...
I was going to say, what would your dream destination to visit be?
Where's my dream destination? You better know this answer. You do know this answer.
Who, me? You're asking me?
You!
The Maldives, no? Maldives.
And Seychelles.
Same thing.
They're not, but...
It's the same thing.
But I would love to
one.
do like an African safari and then go over to... I think Seychelles or Maldives is right over there, either one of them.
Africa.
Gorgeous.
Africa. Yeah. Could you imagine me on a safari?
I don't know, she keeps saying that. I can't see it.
I know, exactly. That's the point. Be with like the netted hat.
See it? Oh my god.
There's an animal run the other way. Oh
Baby
no.
bro takes the safari.
Could you imagine? Oh my god, this child's putting me on an adventure already.
Are
Sucking
you
the
guys
life
going
out
to
of
be
me.
like trendy new millennial parents, or are you going to be super traditional?
I'm going to be neurotic.
Probably more traditional.
I like
But cool.
Of course.
And
hip. Cool mom.
I'm a cool mom.
It's gonna be neurotic. Yeah,
neurotic,
sure.
but cool mom.
I'm gonna let him go play in the mud all day.
No way. Hand sanitizer for days.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be a big learning adventure, you know.
We've been through a lot. We've been through more things that a lot of couples haven't been through. So if we can get through that, we can get through anything.
It'll prepare you for this moment.
God help me.
And the twins after.
Yeah.
I'll be 3 and we're done.
That's it. I can't deal with more of us. I don't even have one of us yet, and I'm exhausted. So handsome.
No, you two are great together, though. This is going to be really cool to watch you raise your baby.
I know. I'm so excited. Congrats, Mazel Tov.
Thank you.
Shabbat Shalom.
But thank you for coming on. We'll wrap up because I know we want to go and see the city and hang out and all that good stuff. But wishing you both the very best.
And you too, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for being on and chit-chatting with us. All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back with another ep very soon.